Welcome back to the evolution of Formula One, the ultimate pit stop for everything Formula One. Today's video is the 2025 Canadian Grand Prix preview. The 2025 Canadian Grand Prix returns with a mixed weather forecast, high-speed walls, and a whole lot of championship pressure. McLaren leads the way in the Constructors' Championship, while Ferrari, Mercedes, and Red Bull jostle behind them. Williams, impressively, rounds out the top five. Let's break down what to expect from the top contenders and the challenges posed by this unique circuit. Circuit Gilles Villeneuve is a semi-street track demanding low downforce, strong traction, and excellent braking stability. Long straights into tight corners stress the brakes, while the smooth surface and low degradation encourage one-stop strategies, unless the safety car, which has a 67% chance of appearance, shakes things up. Curb riding, rapid direction changes, and traction zones dominate the lap, with the wall of champions waiting to claim victims on the exit of the final chicane. Teams will target medium to low downforce setups for max straight-line speed. Drivers must also find a rhythm through the sequence of chicanes, balancing aggressive curb hopping with mechanical sympathy for the suspension. The circuit has 3 DRS zones, along the pit straight, between turns 7 and 8, and the long back straight before the final chicane, meaning overtaking is more feasible here than at most street-like tracks. Teams will want good braking stability and rear-end traction to exploit these overtaking points. Brake cooling becomes critical here, with high ambient temperatures often threatening rear brake wear. Expect some teams to open up their bodywork to maintain reliability, potentially sacrificing a touch of aerodynamic efficiency in qualifying trim. Corner by corner, the lap begins with a fast run into turn 1, a tight left that immediately transitions into turn 2's long right. Turn 3 to 4, chicane demands curb precision and traction on exit. Turn 6 to 7 leads into the second DRS zone, followed by the turn 8 to 9 chicane, another heavy braking zone where mistakes are punished. After the hairpin at turn 10, drivers blast down the back straight toward the final chicane and the infamous Wall of Champions. This final section is the ultimate test of balance and bravery. Strategy-wise, a one-stop race is optimal if it remains dry, with the C4 medium compound as the starting choice for many. However, if the safety car appears early, expect opportunistic teams to swap to hards and attempt to stretch to the end. Montreal's pit lane is long, and the pit delta sits at approximately 20 seconds, making timing absolutely vital. Teams will also monitor tyre drop-off closely. Despite low abrasion, temperature cycles can destabilize grip, especially on the rear axle. Weather has historically played a disruptive role here. Sudden showers or rapidly drying track can reshuffle the deck. Teams that react quickly with pit wall decisiveness are often rewarded. The 2011 Grand Prix, for example, saw 5 safety cars and a win for Jenson Button from the back. Montreal is never short on plot twists. McLaren, the new kings? Drivers, Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris. Championship position, first, 362 points. McLaren enters off the back of a very successful Spanish Grand Prix as the team to beat yet again. The MCL 39 has class-leading high-speed balance and tyre management, thriving even on abrasive tracks. Piastri leads the Drivers' Championship and has matured into a calm yet clinical racer. Their ability to set up the car across a wide range of corner types gives them an edge at tracks like Montreal. Strengths: versatile aero package that suits Montreal's chicanes, excellent traction and tyre wear characteristics, strong qualifying and race pace synergy, efficient drag to downforce ratio for long straights, confident curb handling under load, vital for turns 3 to 4 and 8 to 9 weaknesses, slight numbness on turn-in. Curb behavior can be tricky if temps drop suddenly. Under FIA scrutiny for flexible aero, though no rule breach confirmed, McLaren also boasts the most consistent operational execution on the grid right now. Their pit stops are among the fastest, and their strategists have avoided costly errors that plagued other teams in recent seasons. Piastri, in particular, has developed a Verstappen-like calm when leading from the front. Norris, meanwhile, remains one of the fastest qualifiers on the grid. McLaren likely locks out the front row. Piastri and Norris are top picks for the podium, especially if they avoid the walls. A 1-2 finish is realistic again if they control the pace. We haven't seen too much drama between Piastri and Norris yet. Could this be the weekend they battle each other? Ferrari, prancing in race trim, limping in quali drivers, Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton. Championship position, second, 165 points. Ferrari's SF25 is a Sunday specialist. With strong race pace and tyre life, they're podium threats. Hamilton loves this track, having won here 7 times, while Leclerc can extract one-lap magic when the car behaves. Strengths: low tyre degradation, Hamilton's track record, solid straight-line performance, excellent off-the-line launches when grip is marginal. Weaknesses: compromised qualifying due to ride height issues, unpredictable front-end grip on low-speed rotation, occasional inconsistency in pit timing under pressure. Ferrari's main limitation has been their inability to find the right balance between ride height and aero performance. Montreal's bumpy surface and high curbs make this even trickier. However, their excellent traction and top speed bode well for a solid points haul, especially if either driver qualifies within striking range of the front 2 rows. Prediction: likely starting behind McLaren and possibly Mercedes, but could climb in race trim. Watch for Hamilton to gamble on strategy and possibly steal a podium. Leclerc will need a clean qualifying to stay in the top 5. Mercedes, temp-sensitive threats drivers, George Russell and Andrea Kimi Antonelli. Championship position, third, 159 points. Mercedes has a well-balanced but sensitive car. When conditions are cool, the W16 shines. Russell has been consistent and clinical, while Antonelli is still adapting in his rookie year, but his performances have been commendable for such a young driver. Strengths: good slow corner traction, consistent handling and tyre life in cool temps, strong mechanical grip and stability under braking, top-end race strategy department with rapid decision-making weaknesses, overheats tyres quickly in warm conditions. Antonelli's inexperience may cost them in tricky scenarios. Qualifying pace still trailing McLaren by 0.2 to 0.3 seconds on average. If ambient temperatures stay under control, Mercedes could be genuine podium contenders. Their recent upgrades have narrowed the gap to Ferrari and Red Bull, and their long-run pace is among the most predictable. Antonelli's learning curve remains steep, but he continues to show flashes of elite talent. Russell, on the other hand, remains the team's metronome. Prediction: could be podium contenders if temperatures drop. Russell especially has the potential to challenge Red Bull and Ferrari. Expect Antonelli to be in the mix for P6 to P8. Red Bull, Max's Montreal mission drivers, Max Verstappen and Yuki Tsunoda. Championship position, fourth, 144 points. Red Bull may not be the dominant force they once were, but with Max Verstappen in the cockpit, they're never out of contention. The RB21's strength lies in its top-end speed and energy recovery system, which gives it great drive out of low-speed corners, ideal for launching attacks down Montreal's long straights. Max's mastery of car placement and adaptability make him a genuine threat regardless of car limitations. However, the car is trickier to set up this year, with a narrow operating window that punishes mistakes in setup. The team is known for strategic brilliance, and Montreal could be where their calls shine. Tsunoda, meanwhile, has shown flashes of speed but continues to struggle with consistency. His qualifying has improved, but his racecraft remains erratic, especially in midfield traffic. Strengths: strong power unit and ERS deployment. Verstappen's ability to over-deliver. Superb pit stop execution and tactical calls. Weaknesses: rear tyre overheating in long stints. Setup difficulty over bumpy surfaces. Tsunoda not matching Verstappen's pace. Verstappen is on the verge of being suspended if he accrues any more penalty points. He may need to stay out of the spotlight this weekend. Prediction: expect a frosty, tension-filled atmosphere between Verstappen and Russell. Verstappen will be fighting for the podium, and could even win if conditions shift unexpectedly. Tsunoda will need to deliver a clean weekend to finish in the top 10. Williams, the giant killers. Drivers, Carlos Sainz and Alex Albon. Championship position, 5th, 54 points. Williams are arguably the story of the season. Their rise to 5th in the standings has been fueled by smart development, minimal errors, and a driver lineup that punches well above its weight. Carlos Sainz, now in his first season away from Ferrari, has been reinvigorated, his performances regularly dragging the FW47 into Q3 and points. Albon, now a veteran within the team, continues to thrive in the underdog role. His precise, patient driving style works well with the car's characteristics, stable on corner entry and fast in a straight line. Montreal's layout allows Williams to hide some of their downforce deficits while leveraging their DRS effectiveness. Strengths: high top speed, key for DRS zones. Excellent tyre life relative to the midfield. Drivers in strong form and rarely make mistakes. Weaknesses: still lack a bit of low-speed rotation. Struggles with cooling in traffic. Limited upgrade potential compared to bigger teams. Prediction: points are expected, possibly double points. Sainz will aim for P6 to P8, and Albon could follow if he qualifies well. A safety car could see them gamble and grab even more. Expect a much stronger showing than their disappointing Spanish Grand Prix. The rest of the grid: midfield mix, Racing Bulls, RB. Drivers: Liam Lawson and Isaac Hadjar. This is a tidy package, not spectacular but effective. Hadjar is outperforming expectations, regularly making Q2 and threatening Q3. Lawson is still regaining his confidence since the Red Bull demotion, but shows flashes of brilliance and signs he is getting his confidence back. Likely finish, points possible if chaos happens or in mixed conditions. Alpine. Drivers: Pierre Gasly and Franco Colapinto. A turbulent year with little consistency. Colapinto is new and raw, while Gasly is doing what he can with an underdeveloped car. Straight line speed is okay, but traction and balance are subpar. Likely finish: P14 to P18 unless weather intervenes. Gasly is their only hope for points, as he showed in the Spanish Grand Prix. Haas. Drivers: Esteban Ocon and Oliver Bearman. A surprisingly neutral car, the VF25 doesn't excel anywhere, but doesn't suffer huge weaknesses either. Bearman is getting up to speed quickly, and Ocon is a known scrapper. Likely finish: could sneak 10 pesos with strategy and attrition. Sauber. Drivers: Nico Hülkenberg and Gabriel Bortoleto. Their chassis is solid in a straight line but lacks mechanical grip. Hülkenberg's experience helps extract one-lap pace, while Bortoleto is still learning the ropes. Likely finish: a fantastic result at the Spanish Grand Prix saw Hülkenberg in the points. Can they show back-to-back consistency in Canada? Not so sure. Could be back of the midfield, P15 to P19. Aston Martin. Drivers: Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll. One of the biggest underperformers of the season. The AMR25 has poor low-speed grip and is unpredictable in qualifying. Alonso can still perform magic, and Stroll will be eager at home, but the tools are lacking. Likely finish: Alonso might scrape P10. Stroll will need a miracle. He might come out fighting after missing the Spanish Grand Prix with injury. That quick turnaround after surgery on his wrist may be coming back to haunt him now. Get ready for an action-packed weekend in Montreal. The Circuit Gilles Villeneuve always delivers high-octane drama, from first-lap chicane chaos to last-lap wall kisses. In 2025, with a pecking order no one predicted and a championship that's both shaken and stirred, the Canadian Grand Prix promises to be a thriller. Will McLaren continue their maple syrup sweet season? Can Ferrari or Mercedes turn the tide? Will the Wall of Champions claim a new victim? Pray it's not you, Kimi Antonelli. One thing's for sure: we'll have 70 laps of pure motorsport entertainment. So, sit back, enjoy the battle, and the track's iconic casino backdrop, and let's see who hits the jackpot in Canada. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this.